What is up, my people? Welcome to another one. And Alex has a new gameplay. Not gameplay trailer. It's like a what do you call that? A gameplay breakdown or something like that. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah, it's like a breakdown, and it kind of it's kind of showing you, the different options that Alex has within the game. And something that I'm noticing is that he's going to be in basically an offensive type of guy. Very offense based and pressure based, controlling space and stuff like that. Which is I like it, and it's pretty much up my alley when it comes to the way I think about fighting in general, and the way I like to play right now when it comes to Street Fighter 6. Um, but I do find a couple of problems with him. Um, and but let's talk about the strength first. So I like, that he has a lot of plus frames on a lot of his punches and hits and stuff like that. And I think that that's good. I also like that he has a lot of tools to control space and to intimidate his opponents into backing up or jumping. And that's what's going to pretty much set up your game in your winning plan for Alex. And all of that is good. The thing about the brawling stance is where I'm kind of iffy on it, because it has a lot of good tools and most of them are offensive, and it's gonna come down to your reads, and it's gonna come down to how you mentally train your enemies to do what you want them to do. Which is all good and everything, but one thing that I didn't see that Alex has is a reversal, right? That's one of the things that I don't see him have. And the other thing is that from the prowling stance, he can't block, and he has to kind of like he has to commit to whatever he's gonna do, and most of it is gonna be an offensive option. My problem with that is that what most people are gonna start doing with Alex because of that is a reversal, like a DP type of thing going on. Like, especially with Ryu, I believe like that's gonna be a problem because most of what they're gonna do is a Shoryuken, right? The little fiery thing, and that's that's gonna be pretty much, I think, what's gonna win the game for Ryu and Kin and Akuma and anybody who has that wake up DP or that reversal like that, which is something that I wanted Alex to have. I wanted him to have some type of reversal, but he seems to be an offensive powerhouse, and not definitely he's not he doesn't have any very many defensive tools. His offense is his defense by keeping his opponents busy. um they're not really thinking about too much offense, which is fine. I understand and I get it. um but I still think he should have some type of defensive option, even from Prowler stance. Something that um, could deal with that reversal that a lot of these characters have. But that's my only option. That's my only bad thing that I saw from Alex, and it could be a big weakness. We're just gonna have to see when we start playing them. Um, but for the most part, I like everything else. I like the way he was made, and I like the mentality behind his gameplay. Um, I like that, and I think that if you're mostly thinking offensively, and thinking about the offensive options, you're gonna do well. I think the only thing you really have to watch out for is, like I said, that wake up DP or that reversal. Um, and I think they talk about it here in a little bit. We're gonna have to wait here, but um, so it doesn't go under fireballs. That's one thing I noticed as well. Although some people say that it does go under fireballs, who knows? We're gonna have to see. I think if you move forward while they throw a fireball, it is able to move under the fireball. I think, which is good. Um, and so he has options to move around fireballs. That's definitely good. But of course, we already know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to throw a fireball and then do, a Shin Shoryuken or something like that, and get you that way. So we're just gonna have to see. This one looks really good. Just looking at the moves here, I'm still gonna try to play them. That's just one of the things that I wanted Alex to have is some type of reversal or some type of option to beat a reversal. Usually, what I do though is bait the reversal by feinting in and then standing neutral or doing like a neutral jump and baiting that either wake up DP or just a Shoryuken or whatever. And that's usually what I do. That's usually how I get rid of it, and then I catch them off guard and finish them. But it would just be good if I just personally think that it would be good if he had some type of reversal. And I thought it was going to be his kick, his air kick, because of the way that it looked in the first trailer that I saw. By the way, Chun-Li getting choked out by Alex, like that was a good choice to use Chun-Li because she looks like a cute, she looks like a cute little girl next to Alex being choked out. Like the best thing that they could have done though is if they would have made Lily the one getting choked out by Alex. That would have been that would have been so funny, dude. But Chun-Li, like that was a good choice. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I think Alex is gonna be great. It's just that one problem that I have with him, that I think is going to be probably his biggest weakness, and we're gonna have to figure out our way around that. Which I'm already thinking about it, And what I think I'm gonna be doing with Alex is baiting that wake up DP or that reversal with neutral jumps and with fainting forward, or like I'm gonna go into a prowler stance, and hopefully if I'm able to go in and out of prowler stance, I can bait that Shoryuken from my opponents, and then catch them off guard with a, or maybe doing an anti-air with the knee, or wait for them and catch them with a combo. That's probably gonna be the main thing I'm gonna be baiting. That way they don't do that. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. But who knows? We're just gonna have to play. But we're just gonna have to get our hands on Alex and and see. So anyways, guys, it's gonna be it for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.